What's up, y'all? We back with one more video. I'm steady getting questions about the egg retrieval and the just the whole process in general. But we ain't gonna just put everything out there in one video. So what we're gonna talk about today is the egg retrieval and the price of the egg retrieval alone, like just that alone, because I have got a lot of questions about the egg retrieval, like how it went, was it painful, just all that. Number one, no, it's not painful. I don't think you have to go under anesthesia, but I'm sure, they recommend it, but I don't think you have to, but they definitely recommend it. Like, I'm pretty sure you wanna go under anesthesia. It takes around 10-15 minutes. That's what I was told. I was out for the count. It takes around 10-15 minutes. I woke up fine, no problem. Once I went in anesthesia and stuff, I woke up with no problem. I think I was hungry. Like, I was really, really hungry. But other than that, like, it was fine. I didn't feel no pain, none of that. So, well, my egg retrieval, after the egg retrieval, it's this little bitty little device that they had to put up inside of me, which it can either go in you or your partner. It don't matter. I chose to do it, but it has to go up in your, up in there. That's what they put once they take the eggs, they mix them with the sperm and they put it in this little tube. It's probably like this big. Put in this little tube, they wrap it in this little silicone thing, and they insert it in your, So, once they insert it, I'ma just be honest, they told me I wasn't gonna feel nothing. They told me that, it's kind of like, with us women, it's kind of like, when we on our, that's kind of how it is, and we stick one of them up there to plug it. That's kind of how they said it was. Okay, now, day number one of me having the little device up in me, I really didn't feel too much of nothing. They was right, I really didn't feel too much of nothing. Day two, it's kind of like I knew something was up there. I don't know if maybe it was because I was moving too much or I was doing too much, I don't know. But it's like I knew something was up there. Day three, it started sliding down. It started sliding down because, it's supposed to stay hot. So I had to keep it at my body temperature, so it's supposed to stay hot. Day three, I actually had to call one of the on-call nurses to let them know what was going on. Hey, it's sliding down, So they basically told me to take stick it up in there, push it back up, Do not let it come out. For no reason at all, don't let it come out. So I did exactly what they was telling me. But once, like, on day three, once I had to push it back up, I kept having to push it back up. Like, from day 3 to day 5. You only leave it in 5 days. It's in there, 5. It's inserted for 5 days. 5 days. Day 3, after day 3, I kept having to push it back up in there. Like, I kept having to push it back up in there. So, day 4, I think I had to, like, go to work or something that night. And I had to call the on-call nurse again because I'm like, hey, this is like, it's hanging literally too low. It's literally hanging too low. And she told me straight up, she was like, push up there as far as you can. We're gonna get you to, ask me what time I got off work. I got off work at 7 o'clock that next morning, which was day 5 for me. I got off at 7 o'clock that next morning, and they went in, they looked at it, They was like, yeah, but we gotta try to keep it in till, I think it was supposed to have been staying in till like 11 or 12 that next day. So it was like, we gotta try this. So I only had like a couple hours left. So it was like, we need you to keep it in there till whatever. So they just kept harping on me. It was like, it hasn't came out though. It hasn't came out. And I was like, no, it hasn't came out at all. But it's like right there. Like, it's like literally right there. So it was very uncomfortable. I ain't gonna lie. It was very uncomfortable. Once they took it out, It hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. That hurt. Them taking it out, it hurt. And then the little silicone piece, when they took it out of me, the little silicone piece, it slid right out. But the little device was still stuck up in me. So they had to take like some little cutter little things and go up in me and grab it and pull it out. And those were my embryos that I made in 5 days. I was scared, I was nervous because I'm like, dang, what if it's not working how it's supposed to, because it's done slid down. So I don't even know if it's, I don't even know if it's going to work, because it wasn't just up in there the whole time, you know. But they told me, they confirmed that, like, you know, long as it never came out, you know what I'm saying, you was good. So, but it never came out. It never once came out, not one single time. And they told me that the cost of the egg retrieval alone, like just the egg retrieval by itself on the paperwork that they gave us, was $1,800. That was just the egg retrieval alone. We gonna continue to go through like the steps of the process, you know, and give y'all prices on everything so y'all will know, and y'all can just kind of, you know, add it together. But once they took it out, they took the embryos out. We had to wait probably 20 minutes maybe. They took the little device they had in me, they took it back to the lab. They came back, they was like, y'all made 7 embryos. So we made 7. They were saying that was like a record or something for that facility, for that clinic. They were saying that was a record. So, which was great. So when it came to, I've also had a question about inserting 1 or 2 embryos. My doctor recommended 2 embryos being inserted. Just a better chance, I'm guessing, for success. But she recommended that, but she also asked Stephanie, like, is that what she wanted? You know, that was her main concern. Like, are you okay with us inserting 2? She asked me second. She didn't ask me first. She asked Stephanie first, and then she asked me. And I told her straight up, I was like, yeah, that's fine. That's completely fine with me. But Stephanie was kind of hesitant, but then she was just like, all right, cool, yeah. So we did the embryo they took the device out of me. And we did the embryo transfer. All that was in 1 day. All of that was in 1 day. We did the embryo transfer right after I got off the anesthesia and all that. I'm pretty sure we did the transfer. We had to do the transfer or whatever. Now the lab did tell the doctor, like, hey, you can only insert 1. Like, they're healthy, there's some good embryos, you can only insert 1. But she still recommended 2, so we went with the 2. And both embryos implanted. So, you know, that's how we ended up with twins. It doesn't have really anything to do with my genes or hers. It's just more of, they inserted 2 embryos. So now if they would have split if one of the embryos would have split, we would have had triplets. The other one would have split, that's quadruplets. So that's kind of how that goes, you know. But neither one of them split. Neither one of them split. So we that's where we are. We had twins, so we got twins on the way, twin girls. Somebody also asked me, did we have anything to do with the gender? Absolutely not. We didn't do the, there is something that you can do to, like, if you want boys, I think it's called genetic testing or something like that. There is something you can do, but it's extra money. I want to say it's like an extra $1,000. Like, you can do it and they'll make sure that you have boys. We decided not to do that. You know, we would just rather, hey, what comes to us is what comes to us. That's what we get. I don't think it's, you know, I think the surprise is better anyways. So, but other than that, I mean, we will continue to come back. Y'all done asked a lot of good questions. We appreciate it. We appreciate the little subscribers that we done got within 2 days. We're gonna save the rest of these questions till Sunday. Y'all come back Sunday and we will answer some more questions. Appreciate y'all.